Hey, babies. How are y'all doing? I just wanted to stop by and so we can have this discussion. I may have to wait a little bit for people to get into the room. Why I'm hoarse right now, I have no idea. It just rained yesterday, so I'm not surprised. I have taken allergy medicine and probably have to take more tonight. But for some reason, my allergies, like, it completely takes away my voice, which is a bit annoying. That is crazy. Drives me nuts. Like, if y'all knew how much of a songstress I was, it wouldn't be like this. But lately, my allergies have just been testing me. Like, you know that song, Blue? Ooh, oh, so lonesome for you. I literally can sing that song in tune. I just can't do it right now. Yes, you may ask. Ask your question. Tonight's the night. Oh, Miss Francis, here you go, woman. Woman, you know I'm online, and here you go again. Here you go. How you doing? Here you go again.
Listen, my engine light is on. Like, I was driving earlier, and the light came on. Look, let me show you. I'm driving right now. Hold on. My car's making a noise. And
have you changed your oil? Have you changed your oil?
It says the oil isn't doing till 77,000 miles. I'm on 76. So somebody else took it and said they went to go get it changed like 2,000-3,000 miles ago. So I'm like, shit, did you change the oil?
No. They just reset the oil meter, but you need to change the oil.
You said what?
No, they didn't. They just reset your oil meter, but they did not pay to change the oil.
So this little sticker here is bullshit.
Which one? From what place?
Hold on, let me just check. Look at this. I'm like having a heart attack. You see my dashboard?
Go home, or your car gonna break down sooner than you think. It's gonna overheat, and then your engine. And then you're gonna have like all other kind of problems.
On the street from the house. I'm down the street from my house right now. I'm literally 2 minutes pulling in. I was like,
let me read your heat meter. Yeah, your heat meter is rising. Okay. It's not rising. It's not rising. It's staying at.
I see it. Yep, it is rising.
Yep. See? Bam. Somebody didn't change your oil, and you don't have any water in your radiator, which means you probably got a leak somewhere. Do not drive that car until you take it to the shop. They just reset your oil meter, but they never had it changed. That's all that was. They said I changed it, but they didn't. Don't rely on nobody. Tell them to give you the money to do it, but don't rely on nobody else to do it.
No, they don't want to talk to him no more. It's fucking him because I gave him the fucking money. He needed money. And I checked his car, and he put the sticker like, oh, I went to go get it.
No, what he did was reset your oil meter and kept your money. He just reset your oil meter, which I can reset my own oil meter in my car, in my own car. and my oil meter said I don't need to change no more. That's a fake sticker and an oil meter reset. It would, but your oil has never been changed. If you go and open your hood and open your open your oil, I promise you it's short. I promise you it's short, if anything at all, and it's black. Don't let nobody do something you should do for yourself. You keep saying, I gave the money to this person, and he said, I gave the money to this person, and he said, I gave the money to this person, and he said, but you not home yet, sweet love.
No, listen. The places around here, they close at 5 o'clock. Some of them close at 4. I was working. So this is so I don't get tomorrow. But when the oil has to be changed, I had to work. I couldn't go because the hours that they were open in my area is from the times that I had to work 8 to 5. So I couldn't go. So I kept stressing that to him. I'm like, listen, I can't even do it on my lunch break because it's too far down the street, and with all the cops on the road, I only go to 2 places. So this is the first time this is happening. Like, literally, this is the first time this has happened.
Yeah, your car, if it, especially if it's a radiator problem, or if it's like they didn't change your oil and your oil is low, you can't drive that car until you get the oil changed. They didn't do it.
That's why it's driving so hard.
Yeah, when you fill your car, like especially if you got a brand new one. I have a brand new car. Since I haven't changed my oil, and it's been like 150 miles over, and next week on Friday I get paid, I gotta go change my oil so that my car doesn't drive hard. When my oil needs to be changed, my car drives hard, if that makes any sense. And you're not near your home, therefore you're buffering right now, sweet baby. Why is P in my Instagram story? The only reason P is in your Instagram story and she sexually assaulted you is because you have her as a friend. If you take her off as a friend, she won't be in your Instagram story. So block that shit. Period. There's no reason why she should be there if you block that person. Block that shit. The only reason why she's there is because you ain't blocked her. Removed her from anywhere and blocked her is something completely different. A block is a block, which means you'll never see anything she posted. She's only there because you want her to be.
So listen, I'm at home. I'm sorry, I got a bad signal. I had to come to the door.
No, I know.
Right? It's steamy. There's steam coming up and it's making a weird noise.
Oh, shit. He didn't. Oh, my God. Do not drive that damn car anywhere. And he didn't hit something. They hit something. When sometimes they can hit something underneath your car and like break a pipe, bust something, and you don't even know what's happening. That's why I told you. I did not tell you don't let nobody use that car no more. I told you don't let.
I haven't let anybody use my car since we talked, so I don't know what you're talking about. Hold on a second. Let me just get in the house because we're in the hallway talking about the phone. So, since the last time I talked to you, besides that Ziggy situation, nobody has driven my car.
Then you need to ask Ziggy situation to motherfucking pay for that shit.
So come on, you jumping too fast. So here's the problem. Remember I told you when I got that DUI, I got into a bad car accident that was like $14,000 worth of work on my vehicle.
How long was that ago?
I had problems with the radiator. Hold on. Can you, what the fuck?
Okay, the radiator. I get it.
So I had problems with the radiator. And like me and Bon were driving one day from a call and my car started steaming. We stopped the car, it started steaming out of nowhere. The car kept overheating and the same light came on, except instead of the engine, it was the battery. So we were like, I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? So I had that white guy that was over here. He replaced the battery in the car. He went and got a new one, took the other one out, got a new one. Okay, he paid to have my tires changed, and we were like, okay, that's probably all it is, because the problem hasn't occurred since then. So I noticed my car was just driving kind of weird, like a week or two ago. Like, my car feels weird, like something feels really weird, but something was wrong with the car. When I went to get the tires changed, everybody was saying there's something wrong with the bottom of the car that they didn't fully fix when they went and fixed your car from that car accident. It was something it's not going to keep the car, it's not going to prevent the car from being driven, but it's something wrong with it. I'm like, okay. And then there's like a weird noise when I turn the wheel. It's like something with the CVT or some shit like that.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, not the CVT or like the
I know what that is.
But it was already making that noise when I was turning the car, like before the accident happened. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So after the accident happened, the radiator.
I already know what that is. And then keep going. Keep going. I already know what that is, but keep going.
The radiator is what was steaming after the accident, after they fully fixed the car. And we would stop the car and be like, what the fuck? So then that's when, we like, it's the battery. So he got the thing.
It's not the battery. If the radiator is fucked up, it's not the battery, it's the radiator. You need to get a damn new radiator. Because when you have an accident, the poles in the radiator are like straight. When you have an accident, even if it has a crick in it, it'll create other cricks in other parts of your radiator. And therefore, if you don't replace the radiator, knowing it's a radiator, and trying to replace the battery's only going to last so long, and it's still going to be a good battery, but the radiator's still going to mess up. As far as the steering column.
So they were supposed to put a new radiator in there when I went to get the car fixed, because I fucked up the whole front end. And the battery, Burke was like, he noticed, it said refurbished 2016. He like, you was on borrowed time with this battery anyway. So he put the new battery in there thinking that's what it was. And we probably it's probably been a radiator the whole time.
You need a brand new radiator. And especially if you need to check your radiator hoses. Trust me, when I had a girlfriend, our entire car wouldn't work right until I replaced her radiator. But it wasn't just the radiator part.
Right.
She needed to buy new radiator hoses. And then the radiator is connected to your engine. So you have to find out what is leaking. Period. Okay. Whatever's leaking. If you see a leak and it's not water from your air conditioner, like you never turn your air conditioner on and it's still leaking, and it's leaking any fluid but clear, and clear water is just your AC, cooling off, and it'll leak a little bit of clear water, which will dry up the next day, a few drops. But if you finding something trailing off of your car, you have a major leak in your car. If you drive off and there's smoke behind your car, there's water getting into your oil pan. There's once you get in an accident, it's not a matter of just fixing a little bit, which is why you should just kind of call your insurance company and take that claim and have them fix it. Take that claim and have them fix it. Otherwise, you're going to lose your car. You're going to be walking, girl. Because I promise you, there's no little bitty job that all these mechanics is going to do that's going to fix it. You need to take that claim. Pay that $500. Take that claim. Tell them you ran over something. You didn't see it.
I'm about to call you, and then I'm about to call you. I'm about to call you on the phone, because I'm going to call them. I'm about to call you.
No, listen to what I'm saying. I'm telling you what I'm saying. I'm telling you right now, because I'm online right now, and I don't want everybody in your business. Take the little claim. Tell them I ran over a pole that didn't have anything on it, and I was in a parking lot, and I was just doing this. The pole, telling me you ran over a pole. You didn't have anything on it. It was just like one of those city poles. Didn't have nothing on it. Somebody else ran over it. The tag fell off, and I didn't even know that it was like a two-way street. And then once they see all that stuff, they will fix anything that happened underneath your car. Okay?
Okay.
You need to literally Get that shit fixed. Because if you don't get that shit fixed, you ain't gonna have no car.
Okay. You keep, okay. Listen, I was down the street from my house. I turned around. I was like,
Nah, yeah. Because as soon as you try to drive it a mile, it's gonna overheat. Once you bust the oh god, that it's not the transmission, it's the engine block. Once you bust the engine block on your car, there is and even if you have insurance, there is no getting it fixed. They're gonna total it. So don't drive it. Don't let nobody drive it. Get it fixed right now before the engine block busts. That's what I was trying to tell you before you thought I was trying to like interrupt you. Like
no, it's fine. I'm just trying to figure out like how the fuck all of a sudden it's like tick tick click click tick. I was like, what?
And it wasn't like that before you let that little boy borrow your car.
He only went down the street.
It matters. And look, Mama, you got an excuse for everybody but yourself.
Okay, can you stop?
Mama, okay, let me put it like this. I'm not even gonna say it aggressively.
But I wasn't. You didn't even let me finish. I'm just saying. I don't have an excuse for him. I'm just saying I can't even say because damn, I'm saying it like, what did he fuck up? He only drove down the street, and if it wasn't him, I can't really say.
He didn't even drive down the street. How long was you in that hotel?
He was. I had his location. He was down the street on Providence. He was down the street. But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like I can't even say nothing because boom, Dash was driving my car. And then for Dash, Bob had been driving the car, but this problem hadn't been going on.
Since then,
I look at it tomorrow. I'm like,
oh God.
When you told me to stop letting people drive my car, you're confused. Nobody had been driving my car. I was like, that's it. Ain't nobody driving my car. Nobody has been driving my car. All these stories that I'm telling you are stories that happened before I started getting readings from you. Like with people driving my car. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I don't want you to think, oh, I was sneaking and letting somebody drive it, or I've been driving. I've been in the house the whole time. I haven't been going anywhere. I've been in the house the whole time.
Well, one thing I do know is if you keep letting people drive your car, you're going to be in the house the whole time still.
I know that. I'm not letting anybody drive my car.
No, I'm just saying, like, come on. I know it sounds sarcastic.
I know.
Hear me out.
No, but you're always like in my ass. Like you be like,
I'll be in your ass because you deserve better.
But I have not been messing with any of those people. So you be like yelling at me about stuff that's done. That's done. Like, it's done. It's done. And you know something? You want to know something? Actually, what I wanted to ask you.
What?
I have been feeling like somebody is fucking with my car.
Hi, Rashima. You still here, sweet baby? Ain't nobody been fucking with your car. Don't nobody. We were around a bunch of white people. Don't nobody give a fuck that much. I promise you. The only people that's been fucking with your car is the people you let drive it. Maybe that while you not in that car, they running over shit and you have no idea.
Hold on a second. That's what I'm talking about. The people that I let drive it, like Dash. I feel like he's been fucking with my car, not the people I live with.
Well, if you know it, then I can't say nothing to you because if I say anything, you like automatically be like, hold on, wait a minute, stop. And see, and then I'm trying to be like, I'm trying to tell you something, and you be like, because I'm trying to get my words out. But so I'm just like, you get this defensive mode over these people who are fucking you over.
I'm not getting defensive.
There you go.
I'm like, no, you'll talk to me, and then when I go to say something, you'll be like, da, 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 and I'm like, I'm not getting defensive. I'm just trying to agree with you. I'm actually agreeing with you. Like, hey, this is what I think is going on, but I can't get it out because, like, you'll be like, you need to stop doing this. And I'll be like, I'm actually agreeing with you.
And I agree, and I know you're agreeing with me, but you're agreeing in a defensive of, oh, no, this didn't happen. Well, but I still agree, but this didn't happen. I still agree, but that didn't happen. I still agree, but okay, maybe I don't read with the most accuracy, But at the same time, doesn't mean that what I'm saying is untrue.
I'm not saying that. I was not saying that at all. We were not.
I know that. I know that.
Hold on. All I was saying was I was gossiping. That's all I was trying to do. And I was agreeing with you that I think, and I wanted to have a conversation with you about this, that I think Dash is fucking with my car.
It's not one person. It's not one. Everyone that you let, anybody that you let into your personal space, which is your car, your home, anyone that you let into your personal space, I mean, it's like saying, I'm allowing you in my personal space, I'll let you use my car. Let's say it wasn't Dash that ran over some shit. What if it was somebody else? Dash just happened to be the last one to drive it. What if he ran over something too?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like,
that's what I'm trying to explain, is that you have to think wider and then think, okay, I'm going to protect my property. Bitch, if you ain't got a car, don't call me. Not call me to use mine. And that's all I gotta say. Period, point, and blank.
And that's what that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like with Dash, it's like when I got my car back, it was like maybe like a week or two afterwards, it just felt weird. And I thought something was wrong with the tire, but no lights were on. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm wrong. So I'm like, okay. And then I would keep driving it, and I'm like, something feels weird. And then, like over the past like month or so, I'm like, damn, it's just like I'm hearing the noise, but I know my car makes a noise first, and then it warms up. Like earlier today when I got in it, I'm like, usually my car makes a noise, but it warms up and then the noise stops. Then when I'm on the highway, that A with the exclamation mark came on, and I was like, what the fuck? And then now tonight the engine light came on.
The A with the exclamation point means your tires are fucked up. That's what that means, and you're losing air in your tires. That's what that circle with the exclamation.
It's not. It gives you the warning. It gives you the warning in yellow. It comes up on the screen.
Oh my God. The same thing happens on my car. I got a 2018 versus your 2016. The same thing happens in my car. It's on right now.
Okay. Can I just... I'm so sorry. I know you get upset with me. So when the A comes on the screen, it'll say that it's the automatic stop start. It's not the tires, because the tires are brand new. I paid... Bert paid $1,000 for those tires like back in July. Those are brand new tires. I checked the pressure on them on my car, because you can check the pressure on them. It's the automatic stop start. That's what it says when that A comes on, and then the yellow part comes on the screen. It's the automatic stop start that it says doesn't work. So I have to stop the car and start it again, and then it goes away.
Oh my God. Okay. Let's stop like blaming, and let's get to the real issue. Don't let nobody use your car. You know what? My mama bought me a Standard so that nobody could drive it, because nobody can drive Standard. Therefore, anything that goes wrong with my car, it's my fault, because nobody drives Standard but me. I was a truck driver for many, many years, so I'm the only one that I know can drive Standard. So nobody can get me home. Nobody can take me to where I need to go but me, because
What's Standard?
Standard means I have to switch gears in order for my car to move.
Oh, you got stick.
I got a stick. So my car is stick, even though it's a 2018. It's called a Standard nowadays.
That's why people be probably getting cars that drive stick. That's manual.
Because nobody knows how to drive them, and the reason why you get a stick, because nobody can drive it. Oh, do you know how to drive stick? You couldn't get it into first gear to get it to move without my car dying. No, you cannot drive my car. I'm so sorry. Because if you keep trying to push my car in first gear, like it's an automatic, and put it just in gear and drive it, it just ain't gonna work. Because eventually, my car is either my engine's gonna go out or blow up, and with you in it, or I just can choose not to let you drive it.
This shit is so crazy.
Okay.
gonna take that job down the street now. Everything happens for a reason.
Fuck that shit. But one thing I do know is you don't know who fucked up your car. But one thing I do know is you need to let the insurance fix it.
Yeah.
Tell them it just happened.
I have been taking your advice though. That's why I'm like, I don't want you to think I've been just letting people. I have. You see me. I've been good. I've been in the house. I haven't been doing shit.
And don't tell anybody that you let. Don't tell the insurance that you let anybody drive it.
Oh hell no, hell no. I know that.
But one thing I do know, and I'm live right now. I'm so sorry. But one thing I do know is get that shit fixed through your insurance. Pay your little $500 deductible. I promise you, $500 deductible ain't shit versus not having a car for a whole 2 or 3 years.
Ears open. Look, ears open.
Pay your little $500 deductible. Tell them I don't know what happened, but I ran over something and shit ain't running right. And then let them do the claim. Pay your $500 deductible and get your whole car fixed.
So tell them I ran over a pole.
Whatever. Yeah, tell them you ran over a pole. Pay your little $500 deductible.
Can I tell them I went over a speed bump and my car started?
Tell them it was a high one and you hit something underneath. Whatever you got to tell them, but it will be like better to tell them like something small, like them two-way little signs, and then it has a pole underneath, but the sign was missing, and you ran over that bitch.
Oh, okay.
And then it scratched up the whole bottom end, and then pay your little $500 deductible and get that shit fixed.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the story straight. So you talking about them double post stop signs, like a double post sign,
something like that. That's like this little, at this tall, something this tall. Pay your little $500 deductible, and whatever's wrong with it, you'll get an estimate. They'll fix it.
You think they'll buy that? Do you think they'll buy that?
It's an insurance company.
They'll buy that live. I'm like, oh, I ran over a sign the other day.
They'll ask you what corner. Find one.
Look, we gonna have to break the stop.
Find one. Find the motherfucking corner.
See, look, I'm gonna have to break one. We're gonna have to go in there and
find one.
Look, I'm gonna have to come over here. Look, you don't even know tomorrow. You don't know what you do with that hammer. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Just break it.
And I've never done that before, but I know that when I did have this happen to my car, I know it worked, and I got a whole check. Find one, because my car paid off. I got a whole check. Find one.
I gotta find a broken sign?
Find a broken sign. Find a corner with a sign on it and say the day that I ran over it, it was broke. Find one. I don't give a shit. Girl, you better find one, and then you heard a tap, tap, tap underneath your car, and all of a sudden shit ain't working right. Find one.
Listen, I just forgot. I just remembered one of my clients, Bill, one of my friends, Bill, he works for the city of Utica. So when I ran that stop, I got that DUI and I hit that stop sign, his crew was the one to go out there and fix it. So let me just call him and figure out it, because then he broke his stop.
It ain't even that. It's not even that. Just go to where he worked, find the sign, and say, when I ran, I stopped at the stop sign. I kept going. This sign was in the middle of the walkway because somebody must have hit it before me. And find one. And go and claim that bitch. Find one. That is so fraud. And I shouldn't even be telling you this right now. And I'm on live too. Oh, Lord Jesus. Let me end my live.
That's okay. Oh, let me cut the live on. Listen, and I was getting ready to go down to this man's.
Girl, don't go shit nowhere in that car. Don't go shit nowhere. Because if it's not working, they ain't paying for it.
Oh, no. I'm not going nowhere. I'm saying I'm sitting my tail down.
I told you that. I've been telling you that even though it may have been intuitively for another situation, You should have been sitting your tail down, especially when you know your car ain't working right.
My car was okay, though. It was okay.
Okay and perfect are two different things. Find one. I know my back tire is wobbling ever since I hit that. Look. So one night I was taking this girl out. I'm gonna tell you a story. So one night I was taking this girl out. She was fine as hell, I ain't gonna lie. So I went over to her house. I said, "Hey, how you doing, sweet baby?" And I rubbed my hand like bird hand. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing, sweet baby? So I'm taking her out. We went to play karaoke. We went to play pool. She beat me because I let her. And then she said, "Come to my house." I found out she got a whole ass husband there. But that's aside this story. I drove up into her parking garage, and she is very rich and very wealthy. Okay, so I drove up into her parking garage. She didn't remember the interest code, but so I parked in the visitors parking spot. When I parked in the visitors parking spot, I backed up. I'm intoxicated. I backed up and hit a goddamn pole on my brand new 2018 car I had for 2 weeks, and at the end of 2019 for my birthday. 2 weeks, brand new car. Oh, it's so beautiful. My car is so beautiful. I hit it 2 weeks. I ain't been able to get it fixed since, which is why I'm hoping for this $1.9 billion. 2 weeks, and I hit it trying to impress a girl.
Listen, it wasn't meant for me to get that job in Troy. 15, 20 minutes from the house. Not the one 5-6 minutes from the house, maybe. But it wasn't meant for me to get that job.
Which is why I'm telling you, God said rest. I told you that yesterday. I said take some days for yourself. Every time you try to move and it don't work out, it's because you're not taking the rest you need.
And listen what's crazy.
Sometimes no is a powerful word.
Listen, what's crazy. I went down the street. I started noticing that's when the engine light came on, and I turned. I'm like, let me put this money in the bank before I go to this car. I get to the bank, the ATM. It say this ATM is not working. What's the chance?
Girl, that's why.
You start saying, go on.
God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. Maybe God is trying to tell you something right now. Right? Like Seeley looking ass on Color Purple.
Look what's funny about this. This the humor in it. When I got into that DUI accident that night, did I tell you everything that happened on the way to the house? How my phone died. I was on 9%, but it just happened to die in the car. And my charger had been working for months, and it just stopped working. Like the charger wasn't even charging while it was dead. It stopped working. So I drove that way. Hold on, listen. I get to the gas station. I bought a charger. It was the wrong charger because they had the wrong port on the bottom. So then I had to go to another gas station, and I still took my black ass over there, and I ended up getting in the DUI accident. So when that shit happened down the street, I get in my car, my check engine light come on. I go 2 minutes to Chase Bank, and they say the ATM not working. I said, hell no.
Okay, you want to know how I got my second DWR? This is crazy. So one night I'm going out, and I said, I'm just going to go out and party for a little while. So I'm sitting in a party for a little while, and it was somebody's birthday. I was like, oh, shit. So now I'm about to turn this party up. So I turned that party up and I said, I'm going to buy my own drinks. I'm not going to drink nobody drinks. Girl, I turned my own party up. And, like, when I party up myself. I don't need nobody to party up for me. I will make the party my own. For real, I like pace the club to make everybody turn up the way I want them to. I will pace the entire club to make everybody turn up the way I want them to. So I'll pace. I dance with everybody I want to. Everybody, girls be starting shaking their asses right in front of me. Booty everywhere, looking ass. And then here come they boys be like, oh, that's that booty. I'll be like, hey, go ahead, bro. I ain't even trying to hit it. I just turned it up. I'm glad you couldn't do it, but I did it for you. So I let them have it. And then I keep moving. I keep pacing the club. I found like somebody was trying to have a birthday party. So I run into this birthday party. This birthday party, everybody was like, hey, B. I was like, hey, y'all, what the fuck going on here? They were like, oh, we're doing this and that and the other. And I said, oh, my God. And then the DJ, I know the DJ, of course, personally, because you always know the DJ to play your music, the ones that you like to get you turned up. So I know the DJ. I'm sitting here dancing with a girl on the stage. Then everybody started. Before I got off the stage, I had 3 shots lined up for me. And I already been drinking that night.
So we gotta go on. That's what you're saying, but we taking Uber.
A bottle of I have my Bud Light. I always have a Bud Light and a Hennessy. I mean, I was so torn up. By the time I was trying to drive home, on my way home, I was stopping myself just to stay awake. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. So I said, you know what? I need to get off the road. I saw a convenience store. I went to the stop sign to turn right at the stoplight to turn right at the convenience store. While I was waiting for the red to turn green, I fell asleep, and here comes cops knocking at my window. That's how I got my second D. I would have slept in the convenience store parking lot because it was a 24-hour. I would have slept on the side until girl.
Had I have known, I was gonna give me a DUI. That's what I did. In the parking lot, in the back seat.
No, there's no way you can get a DUI in the parking lot in the back seat. That's the designated driver. And as long as you had a designated driver, there's no way they could give you a DUI in the back seat.
That was the joke.
Okay.
Based on that situation, you said you would have slept in the parking lot, or you would have stayed at the convenience store.
Girl, I fell asleep at the red light, girl. I fell asleep. Next thing I know, here the cops is knocking at my window like.
And you know you're going to jail.
I know I was going to jail. I was like, please, officer, don't. I was like, please, officer, I was still drunk when I woke up. Please, officer, don't do that. Please. Boy, I was fucked up when I woke up. For real. And then when I finally woke up, my blood alcohol was at 0.0 over 0.06. 0.02 in the state of Texas is legally intoxicated. 0.06 is literally drunk.
0.02?
In the state of Texas, 0.08. So I was at I was 1 point. I'm lying. I didn't lie, but let me rephrase. 0.08 is legally drunk in the state of Texas. Mine was 1.8 when I said you cannot breathalyze me. They took me to the intake, and then they took a blood test. My blood test was at 0.08, almost 0.2. That I was fucked up.
I was at 0.18. I was 0.18.
0.18. 0.18.
0.18.
No, I was at 0.2.
That's what I'm saying. I was as close as you.
But in this state, you can be 0.018. 0.08. So y'all have more strict rules than us. But if you were at 0.012, you would have been fine in this state.
I was at nope, girl, I was way over. I was at 0.0. 0.18, 2 off from me.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I was at 0.2. That's what I was saying. I was fucked up, bro.
And I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, no. I know you're agreeing with me. I'm saying the same thing you're saying. We was fucked up. Like, don't get defensive. We was fucked up. Like, you was at 0.18. I was at 0.2.
Look, here's the joke. And I have not fallen. They were like, they thought I was real fucked up. I was acting the ass. I knew everything that happened that night. I knew what.
Me too.
Like, child, I was not that messed up, but I was messed. So guess what? On camera, it looked like I was just out of it. They probably thought I was blacked out. No, I was doing all that shit on purpose. Like, I knew what I was doing.
No, you know what? Go ahead.
I said, that's how much of an alcoholic I am. He was like, do you remember who I am? I was like, oh, these people think, they thought I was real fucked up. I wasn't real fucked up. I was being an asshole. That's how much of a drunk I am.
Nah, girl, I was thrown off. When they arrested me is when I woke up. When I was in the jailhouse. I'm not even gonna lie. That's when I was like, what the fuck did I do to get here?
The guy who works on cars that works for the city of Utica, he's calling me. Let me call him and let him know what's going on. I'm gonna call you back.
Oh my God. Hey, babies. Hey, Miss Harper, how you doing? Don't do me, Miss Harper. What's your question, sweet love? No, like there's a movie about Miss Harper. There really is one. There really is one about Miss Harper. Miss Harper, like the finest. And there's Miss Harper. And I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. There's Miss Harper and Miss Jackson. I am for real. Miss Harper, you remember like the up in smoke, like the smoke videos? That was Miss Harper. Smoke, what is it? God dang it. I ain't gonna lie. With with LL all up in it, and then you had them like Miss Harper all over that water in the line with a bottom part out. Oh, that's Miss Harper. That's Miss Jackson and Miss Harper. Hi, Miss Harper. How you doing, sweet baby? What's your question? I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. But you like Miss Harper and Miss Jackson, y'all got the same reputation. What's going on, Miss Harper? What can I do for you, baby? Not saying you have the same reputation, just the last name. Oh, Lord. I'm so sorry. I'm a ladies' lady, so I just be talking mess. I think I gotta move my lighting. First of all, Miss Harper. Miss Harper. Give me a second. Okay. I can't look at your photos from here, but one thing I do know is, Miss Harper, if you were Miss Harper, you really wouldn't care. Like Miss Harper got the whole neighborhood, so she didn't really care about the midget she was sleeping with. What is it called? Don't be a menace while drinking the juice in the hood. Don't be a menace while drinking the juice in the hood. That's the movie. That's what it's called. And Miss Harper, she had a rich little midget, but she still got her juice while drinking the juice in the hood. So honestly, if that person didn't contact you back, is it gonna stop you? That's the truth. I know that's crazy to like actually reference this movie, but it's the truth. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. Come on now. Miss Harper, get it right. Get it right. Get it right. Get it tight. Get it right. Get it right. Get it tight. Get it right. Get it right. I dress like this. This is my dress. I still get plenty men. Many men. Even though I don't do it, man. Like I have to like hit them off like with a fly swatter. They ain't gonna be the only one. I'll tell you that much. You'll try it a second time, but even if it don't last, you'll still be all right. Joseph, man, come on. If Joseph ain't contacting you, stick your foot in Joseph's ass. Me too. Like this. Swerving. Georgia's on my mind. I don't give a fuck. I go to Georgia, California, New York, Texas, but I make sure I get it right. Get it right. Get it tight. Fuck all that shit. If Joseph don't come back, shit, let him sit where he at. What you mean? Look, sexy fun, 69. Ain't nobody trying to go to your porn site. Get the fuck off my page. Don't nobody want to hear no porn sites. That's disgusting. And it's not like it's disgusting. A lot of people watch porn. I'm so sorry for all of y'all who watch porn. I mean, even on my desperate days, I make channel N, but his show ain't gonna be that. Disgusting. Somebody try to advertise on somebody's YouTube video just so they can get a whole dollar or two. Forget you. I can get some free porn somewhere else. One thing I can say is, girl, be Georgia. You to Georgia. 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 They gonna always remember Georgia. You feel me? If you went on a date and you want to know if somebody's gonna call you, wait for them to call you. That's the point about dating. It's a lot of waiting. For real. It's a lot of waiting for y'all to call each other, go on the next date, kiss, hug, tell each other you like each other. It's a lot of waiting when you're dating. So if you don't want to wait, don't date. Be alone. Otherwise, dating is a lot of waiting. It's a lot of waiting for somebody to say, I like you. It's a lot of waiting for somebody to say, I love you. And then it's another whole ass wait before somebody says, will you marry me? It's a lot of waiting. Even though you want it the next day, doesn't mean it's going to happen that way. So impatient people get impatient problems. That's all I gotta say about that. For real. If you want this person, you're just gonna have to wait and move. They're not gonna ask you on a date today, call you tomorrow, and marry you the next day. That's not how it works. Dating is dating, and it doesn't matter who you date. It's a whole lot of waiting. When is going to be our next date? If it's a long time between dates, you shouldn't even wait because you could date somebody else and, like, seriously, they'll treat you the same. So you can have like 10 people that treat you like you gold, but the one person that treats you like you platinum, that's the one person you should be with. You can wait if you want to. Keep on waiting. It was one date. And then when they get jealous, like, I really, really liked you, tell them, well, I went on a date. It's been such and such amount of days. You didn't even contact me. So why should I have waited in the first place? That way. Just like that. And that's for real. You could have called me the next day if you really liked me. Bump that stuff. Georgia. Georgia. That way. For real. Don't wait for nobody. Don't be in hermit mode, waiting for somebody to say yes. It's just something a man should be asking. A man asks you, will you marry me? A woman doesn't ask you, are we going to get married? A man asks you, will you marry me? And if you have to wait too long, 9 times out of 10, the wait ain't worth it. They just getting too motherfucking comfortable. And here's my shoe in your ass. And I walk you straight with my shoe in your ass out the door. Next. I don't know why I'm like this, but it's the truth. And maybe because men did it to themselves, they did it to themselves, they lost their own value. You got to take care of them. You got to ask them if they're going to marry you. You got to ask them what's going on. You got to ask them this and that. You got to ask them. And they just like, oh, shit. Like, I'm going to have to give up my 4 other girlfriends. Yeah, baby, I'm going to marry you. Yeah, baby, I'm going to be with. And then as soon as they get the wedding ring on, they go back to doing the same damn thing. Georgia. Georgia. Get your ass on. I've been downgraded as a woman. I've been downgraded, underestimated. I make more money than you. The only reason why you here is because I got it, and I don't mind leaving you. Georgia, Georgia, you got me fucked up. Shit, Ray Charles didn't say something for no reason. Motherfucker just touched the motherfucking wrist, and he said, "Oh, you're beautiful." And then he got to know the woman. He was blind as hell. You got me fucked up. I'll see her play piano while I'm blind. Touch your wrist. But if you dumb as hell, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. If you ain't got shit, show if you ain't do shit. No, this, oh, no. You got it. But when he met the one he wanted, he locked like this. He said, Oh, and he found his love. Fuck that shit. I can be blind, deaf, and dumb, and I still know you ain't it. Period. Georgia, Georgia. I don't know why I'm getting this song for you. Georgia's on my mind. Georgia. You want a San Antonio or Mexico? You want Africans? You want Africa? Or you want the Georgia? Georgia. Georgia's on a whole blind man. For real, I don't have to see you to know who you are. I see to know who you are. And a woman to take care of themselves, I sees you. A man to take care of themselves, they got their own, I see you. At least I got eyes, because Ray Charles didn't have shit. Not a whole eyesight since he was a kid. I'm a Scorpio. Scorpio. I have my own inhibition about Scorpio, but this is not about that. I'm gonna leave it at that. It doesn't matter what sign you are. You cannot, when a Scorpio find what they want, it's relentless. And if you comparing that person to your ex, that's exactly what you're gonna get. Your ex. But one thing I do know is, if you're trying to find something new, Scorpios, like a scorpion, like walking through the desert, trying to find something, a new place, even though they have a stinger, there's nothing to sting on. Georgia, if you like what you feel and you close your eyes, but if at some point in time you get that feeling of demise, don't get it. Don't go after it. But if most of the things that you do feels absolutely good and true, go for it. Scorpios have a way of trying to hold themselves back, trying to use their pinchers as a way of deterrent. And you know what? You really ain't deterring nobody. You just stopping yourself from getting what you want. But if you actually just let go, and like don't use that pinch that can actually cut off the blood circulation, but use just a touch. Georgia, Georgia, Georgia's on your mind. You'll find exactly what you want. It don't take me to tell you. You'll find it. Scorpions find their homes eventually. You'll find your home eventually. Georgia, all my exes live in Texas. I don't care. There's a song about every state. Tennessee. What is it, Tennessee? It's Tennessee. Oh God, I gotta look it up. Cause it's one of my favorite songs. Man, come on, life. Oh man, come on, lady. See, right when I get going. What's up, lady?
Yeah, he's gonna find somebody to try to fix my car because he's a mechanic. He works for the city.
I told you don't do that. Oh, okay. Tennessee whiskey. Oh my God, y'all listen to Tennessee whiskey. Oh my God, what a! It's the most awesome song, Tennessee whiskey. And I play it right now, but I can't because I'm live. And last time I really did get a. It's like it's a smooth Tennessee whiskey. It's a sweet strawberry wine. I was it was warm as a glass of brandy.
I was about to play it.
And my honey, I stay stoned. I can't sing right now, y'all, because it just rained in my city. I have allergies and it's fucked up right now. I'm not gonna lie. All the time, 'cause it is a sweet Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Oh God, y'all. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. I know my music like I know yesterday and today. So listen to that song, Tennessee Whiskey. And it was by Chris Staple Chris Stapleton. Thank you, God, for letting me. Chris Stapleton, Tennessee Whiskey. She's as strong as a glass of brandy. I can't even do it. I'm going to lose my voice if I keep going. Because I really have really bad allergies, y'all. I'm so sorry. Like right now. This is the changing seasons in Texas. So my voice, my larynx won't go up as far as I need them to because it'll sound like hoarse voice. So break on me. So what were you saying, sweet?
I didn't say nothing.
The Tennessee whiskey. You saying you're gonna get your car fixed? I'm not interfering. I'm gonna leave it at that. But you're gonna pay more to get your car fixed than you pay your $500 to your insurance, the deductible.
He's gonna call a friend, so I'll pay only for the part. So it's gonna be a favor for him.
One part is not gonna fix the whole. Okay. I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah, he's gonna have them look at he's gonna have them take it apart and look at the car. He's gonna call around because when I brought up the insurance claim, I talked to him about that, and I was like, hey, I can just say I ran over a pole or something, and he was like, that's very far fetched, and you would have to do a lot to sell that story to your.
That is not true. That is not true.
Mm-hmm.
That is not true.
Right.
But if you want to go this route, if you want to listen to the man, listen to the man. If you want to listen to a female, I'm telling you how you can. But if you want to listen to the man, it's like the most irritating thing I find about females is they think men are right. And they're like about the dumbest species on earth. They're like there's the birds, there's God, there's the angels.
I didn't mean any disrespect by it. I didn't mean any disrespect.
No.
I called him before I called you when the check engine light first came on, because when my car had the other issues in the past, and he's a professional.
Well, do it that way.
I just got scared and I called him. So
just do it that way. I might as well not give advice.
I didn't mean any harm.
It's not. I don't feel. Honestly, it's happened so many times. I don't find offense to it. I'm trying to make a point, but I don't find offense to it. I'd rather a woman go through a man's way and find out it was more harmful than good than go my way.
I haven't made a decision. I have not made any decision.
Sweet love, please, can I speak? My sentences. Yeah. I'd rather a woman go a man's way because they believe more in what a man say, even though I know exactly what I'm talking about because I've done it. So I'd rather a woman go a man's way and they're inexperienced. Like when I first met my neighbor, she had somebody banging on her car and he didn't know how to fix a fucking battery in her car. I told her how to do it. Now her car is running. I told the woman, I fixed an entire woman's car. She said, my daddy said I should do it this way. I said, no, leave it in my driveway for 2 days. I got you. She left it. I fixed it. Ran better than it ever did. But if a woman wants to go a man's way, go for it. Because men, 9 times out of 10, they really don't even know what they're talking about in the first place. They don't even know why they're taking it in. They're taking it in so somebody else can do it. And anybody with a price sign is okay. But if a woman don't want to pay $1,100 to get their car fixed, and they better off going through their insurance for $500, that shit don't make no sense. So think about that when you have to pay the price for the mechanic. If the mechanic costs more than the insurance, pay the insurance. That's all I gotta say. Now I'm done.
Okay, so I'm gonna. The only reason I took his call and I explained the issue to him is because he was the very first person I called when the engine came on before I called you. I also called him because he's one of my older friends. He's in his 60s. He's actually a professional mechanic, but he lives all the way in Monroe, Michigan. So he's not gonna. And he says that he knows other professionals in the business that have shops. He's gonna call them to just explain the issue. I'm not taking anybody's advice at the moment. I'm taking into consideration what you said and what he said. I'm gonna wait until my other friend who's coming to look at the car tomorrow tells me what to do in terms of like calling the insurance company. When I said that to him, he's like, I know nothing about that. I don't wanna speak on that. If that's something you feel like you wanna do. And I was like, well, it sounds like a pretty good idea. I don't know anything about it. I want to do my own research before I make a decision. I haven't made a decision. I'm not going to listen to Bill.
You like, ever since I met you, like, it doesn't matter what I say. You make your own decisions, even if mine is a good plan. Right. So I'm not hating on you. I'm not mad or upset, disappointed, or none of that. I guess you just kind of got to live your own experience.
It's just, I just looked at it as, I was like, okay, let me talk to you about it, because I was like, okay, if I do go the insurance route, like, I would have to lie. I have to tell them I ran something over. I have to go find a corner.
You would have to go through that. It would only cost you $500 in deductible. If you pay somebody to fix it, it may cost you $2,700 to $3,000 to fix it.
You told me it's not going to cost that much.
Well, let's find out. Yeah. Let's find out the price. And if it's anything over $500 deductible, I was right.
Yeah, then I'll go the insurance route. But the car.
The thing is, like a person that don't trust me, how could like?
Why are you saying I don't trust you? Where did you get that from?
I never stood you wrong yet. But you call while I was off the phone, you call 3 different people.
No.
Or at least one.
I only talked to one person. I talked to one person. I called him before I called you because he's a mechanic, and I called him before I got on the phone with you when I was still on the road. He called me back. He texted me and was like, your phone's going to voicemail. I just saw your message. What's the emergency? I tried to call you. So then he called me while I was on the phone with you. It started coming in. You hung up. I was like, oh, he's calling me. You hung up the phone. I talked to him. The other guy.
I didn't hang up. You told me I gotta go. Specifically, I gotta talk to this person.
Because he was calling. His
Okay.
name was popping up on the phone, but you just went click. So I talked to him. I only talked to one person. The other person, it was by text. He's like, what's going on with your car? Because those are you, with the exception of you and being in Texas, the only other two people that I know that can get to me if my car breaks down on the road, those are the people that I contacted. Like, hey, something's going on with my car. So when I started driving home and Bill didn't answer, and I was waiting on my other friend to text me back, I called you like, hey, something weird's going on. Like I didn't call 3 different people to get 3 different opinions outside of yours. These are people
You did just get 3 different opinions outside of mine.
I didn't get 3 opinions outside of yours.
One person said. Vaughn said.
I don't know
that's
anything
one.
about the insurance plan, so I won't give you any advice on that.
The second person said.
I told you what the second person said when I got off the phone with you.
And then I'm the third. That's 3 different opinions.
But why are you offended by that? Why does that make you feel like I don't trust you, or it makes you feel some type of way?
Because I know exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, real miss, how you doing, sweet baby? I know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I'm literally a mechanic with my own hands. I don't mind touching the engine. I told you, and I text you, I was just outside fixing somebody's bike, and I have fixed several cars, even my own and other people's.
I'm sorry if that makes you feel some type of way.
Look, you know what? I'm saying to you, go the route in which you want to. It's not enough. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. It's not an I'm sorry. And I'm sorry if I made you feel like I was coming to you, at you, or to you in an offensive way. But
no, I did take your advice about it. That's why I said something to my friend. But you got to understand it from my point of view too. Like, in terms of if something were to happen and you called me and I can't get to you, I wouldn't feel any kind of way if you called people that you knew longer than me that live in your state that could get to you if there was an emergency on the side of the road or somebody attacked you. You see what I'm saying? Like, these are people that are in my corner now that if I were to call, if I were in jail, I know that I can call that person. He's the one who took me and paid to get the car out. When I got stopped by the police and he found out what was going on, he stopped what he was doing and came over that Sunday before they closed at noon and took me to get the paperwork to go get the car and pay for it.
It doesn't make him mechanically smart.
That's what I was telling you. He's a mechanic. He works for the city of Utica. That's what I'm telling you. He is a mechanic. He works on their trucks for the city of Utica. This is his profession. He's 62.
You have a 2017. The more you have an offside mechanic work on your car, you're 29. You have a 2019, and you have an offside mechanic work on your car. That devalues.
He's not an off mechanic. He's not going to work on my car. He's going to call other professional mechanics that can shop this.
Okay. Honestly, you could just take it to the dealership. But we have a 2019, you have and it's only 2022, you have dealership privileges. You froze up. Call me back. What are you doing, real miss? Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to... Okay, for right now, everybody, I got to take a break. I just do.
Yeah,
Hey,
my
baby
phone
love.
died. I had to charge it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want you to think I hung up. I was like, shit.
No. I didn't think you hung up. I just figured it was like an internet or, a phone died problem. I didn't think that at all.
Yeah, I'm like, the car. Oh!
Look. Let's stop talking about it. Whatever will happen will be, will be. Whatever will be, will be. My true love out of mine, I'll see. Que será, será. Que será, será.
Hey, guess what? Here's the upside to it. Everything is in my local area, so if I take that job, it's down the street.
Amen. Que será, será. Whatever will be, will be. My true love, her eyes I'll see. Que será, será. That's it. I can't sing right now. I don't know why I can't. It's driving me nuts. You have no idea how beautiful my voice is, but I can't sing. I think I gotta stop smoking.
No shit, Sherlock. You gotta stop smoking for your voice.
Que será, será. Whatever will be, will be. And like you'll be surprised, like how I used to do. Okay, let me put it like this. I used to do. I got a whole lot of coke. Whole lot of coke. Remember that song? I'm in love with the coco.
Yeah.
So I used to be like that, and I think it fucked up like my allergies and everything. Like ever since then, everything changed. It was a long time ago, long time ago, but I've been dealing with it for a long time. So, and I don't do any drugs anymore. But the point is, I can't sing no more. I started smoking. I can't sing no more. I just can't wait to get rid of this smoking habit. And it's gonna take me like not. I'm gonna have to bite the deuce on this and just go cold turkey if I want my love back, which is music.
Aww.
I'm gonna have to like literally go cold turkey, go cold turkey, and I'm gonna have to like take a day or two. I can't see a cigarette or a pack that I have to buy. I gotta avoid the convenience stores, all kinds of things like that, in order to get my voice back. But if you knew I could sing Chrisette Michelle songs, I don't know if you know who Chrisette Michelle is.
Yeah, I know who that is.
I could sing her shit in tune before I started all this shit. Like for real. In tune. In tune.
You know what I noticed about you, Sagittarius?
What?
Y'all are very possessive.
Well, you know what I noticed about y'all Aries? Y'all are possessive until the point where you just like, okay, I'll find another. But y'all quick to move on. The loyalty of y'all is less than a Leo, way less than a Leo, and way less than a Sagittarian. Like, it's like Leo has the entire most loyalty. Sagittarian, we're second. And then an Aries, y'all are last in loyalty.
Yeah, because we loyal to ourselves, our cause.
Yep. Y'all are last in loyalty to another.
I ain't even gonna hold you on that. I know that.
But that's it. But the Sagittarian was one of the first zodiacs in the stars. Like we literally have our own zodiac sign, and we were the first. Like you know how if you look up, you can see Orion's belt, right? If you look up in the stars, it's clear what Orion's belt looked like. I feel like I've always been part of Orion's belt. Like I'm not even from this world. I'm from Orion's belt.
You know, that just made me think of a show that I think you might like. Have you seen Intergalactic on Netflix?
I'm gonna look it up. I like this little show I'm watching right now, and I watch more cartoons than anything because I hate shit that scares me. And
it's a cartoon. It's a cartoon. Kid Cudi made it, and it's got Ty Dolla $ign in it and a couple other people. It's like a black, like adult cartoon. It's called Intergalactic, with like spelled inter like ENTER.
Oh, okay. I got it. I see it. It's one movie. It's just a movie. It's not a show.
It's a show. Yep.
Intergalactic is a movie. I have one show that I'm watching. I really love it. I really love it about these kids who survive like the apocalypse. And there's like 4 kids that is like survives the apocalypse and like an invasion of aliens into their world, and they survive it. It's like so awesome. I really like it.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
so I'll watch this though.
It look like
you did that rap, girl. I saw your rap. Oh, I'm at tonight. Today, I don't mind. We're gonna spend time online, but tomorrow I gotta answer questions. Because every time when you call, the questions stop. I ain't gonna lie. They know I'm talking to you.
What?
I ain't gonna lie, for real. When I get online, my questions stop. They be jealous as a motherfucker. People are jealous.
Why?
People
For what?
because people are just jealous. I'm in this live and I'm gonna restart it, but people are jealous for real. Like it's like having